Fun fact, Spain has the highest per capita meat consumption in all of Europe. Yes, this is the country where our idea of setting a Guinness record is serving the world's largest plate of ham. This is a meat lover's paradise, and the seafood is also mind-blowing. So it might seem odd, given my love of all these things, that for the next 7 days, I'm going to eat 100%
Vegano no tenemos nada.
Eso no es natural, tío.
Because I want to know if this country, where even the salads have ham, can be fun and delicious for someone who follows a plant-based diet, or is it a totally depressing and flavorless apocalyptic wasteland?
Day 1 as a vegan, and my first challenge is to go out for a traditional Spanish lunch in a local bar, but vegan. But it wasn't easy. We checked out the menus of multiple local bars, and they all had very un-vegan options. Maybe there was one thing I could eat on the menu, but not a full meal.
However, here at Maison Pistis, they came to our rescue. We walked in here and they have put together something that was on the menu, which is a zucchini soup, and then they've just gone off menu here with a whole bunch of delicious cooked vegetables.
Remember that sometimes wine is clarified with egg or fish.
Pues una cerveza. El vino es vegano. I need to find vegan wine.
I really need to get my hands on some vegan wine. But my vegan day didn't start with lunch. That morning, I got out of bed and made what I usually make for my daughter and I, porridge with oat milk, along with a banana. And given this is the breakfast I have most mornings, it appears that even in normal times, I'm vegan until about 11 a.m. Not a bad start. But then things started to go downhill. Recently, I've been having polvorones, Spanish Christmas cakes, as a mid-morning snack, but they're made with pork fat. So Yoly gets those this week, while I struggle with some walnuts that are also left over from Christmas. Not quite as satisfying.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah?
Vegan. Beans, carrots, green and red pepper, some garlic, potato. It's good.
Ay, gracias.
It's good. Yummy. Dessert. Now this is the challenge.
Ay. 6 more days of this to go. Okay, shh. The baby's asleep, but I want to give you a day 1 recap. I wouldn't have liked today to have been with a bunch of friends and be the guy who forced us to walk around for an hour looking for a place to eat that suited my diet.
This is the world's shortest tapas crawl because I can't eat anything.
I think if I were vegan in Spain, I would have to hang out with a lot of vegans, which isn't a problem. I just don't know any vegans here in Spain right now.
I think this is an animal, so no, I don't think I'm going vegan with
No
you.
vegan for you.
No vegan for me.
After lunch, normally after a Spanish lunch, I would feel full and blah. But I felt light and airy, which was great.
I'm feeling light, I'm feeling happy.
But then an hour later, I hit the mixed nuts big time. I was hungry. I suspect satiety, which I think is how you pronounce it, is going to be an issue for me this week. And then for dinner, I made poor man's potatoes, patatas a lo pobre. It's day 1 as a vegan in Spain, and I'm already eating poor man's potatoes, which does not bode well. But tomorrow is a fresh day. We're gonna hit a bunch of traditional Madrid tapas bars to see if vegan me can get my fill or at least something to eat. Okay, and last point, and this is important, I really need to get my hands on some vegan wine.
Okay, so before we go on the tapas crawl, we're gonna get a little snack at Madrid's most famous pastry store.
I don't know, can you see anything you could eat here? I don't know.
That doesn't look vegan to me.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough.
Una napolitana de crema. ¿Y tenéis algo que sea apto para veganos? No, no hay nada.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've struck out at Madrid's largest and most famous pastry shop. I'm not sure this city is built for vegans.
Porque esta semana estoy comiendo 100% vegano.
Vegano no tenemos nada. Aquello, bacalao, croquetas, torrenos, callos.
Have you heard the joke about the vegan who walks into a bar called Snails? Yeah, me neither. But here goes nothing.
Esta semana estoy comiendo 100% vegano.
Vegano.
Tenemos pimientos fritos,
Sí.
hay verduras rebozadas,
Sí, es que lo comí ayer.
gazpacho.
Y no sé si el vino es vegano. ¿Es vegano?
Este sí.
So the thing is, from this entire menu here, there are 3 things I can order. So I got my vegan wine, my vegan red and green roast peppers, my gazpacho. First up, the tasting of the The green pepper. Let's see if it tastes like green pepper. I guess that's how we measure success here.
Well, you
Oh, it's actually yummy.
Yeah.
Nice amount of salt.
Uh-huh.
I hope you can hear me. There's a lot of people here eating meat. They get very excited. But very yummy peppers. Hang on, a sip of vegan wine.
Ole, lucky you, lucky boy.
This week I'm eating vegan for a week.
Okay. No snails for you today.
No snails for me. No snails for me.
Bringing up a vegan there.
Gazpacho is something that you usually have in summer, but given the lack of variety, why not?
It's almost like I can't get enough of these vegetables in my mouth to like satiate myself.
Keep eating.
Sí, muchas gracias. Sí, muy bien. Hasta luego.
Okay, so I found something to eat, but man cannot live on peppers and cold tomato soup alone. I'm feeling very, very hungry.
Let's go to the place where everybody knows my name. Okay, so Casa Tony has gotten so busy and so popular, it seems,
Yeah, I know.
that we're now queuing at Casa Tony. But let's do a little review and see what the vegan options are like. I can eat that. I can't eat that. I can't eat that. I can eat that. I certainly can't eat that, and I certainly can't eat any of that. But those I can eat, and those I can't, and these I can eat. So, ¿el vino es vegano?
Buena pregunta, ahí me ha pillado, un poquito.
No hay vino vegano. So we've met some friends along the way. I'll pretend they're not here because they're not vegans, so you know, it would be.
Don't even speak to them. you
Yeah,
know?
I'm
we
not
don't,
gonna
we don't
speak to
speak
them.
to non-vegan people these days.
But there are a few options here in Casa Tony. These are beef stock free. I needed that.
Yeah.
This is the best place for grilled mushrooms in the city.
Close enough.
Sí, señor. Non-vegan person right now eating meat. Está buena. We're changing the world here, people. One ración at a time. Breaded eggplant with honey on top. That's yummy and naughty. It's like the salt and sweet collision. So how did it go? Recap. It started bad, obviously, today, but it's gotten better. And in the end, after the last two stops, snails and Casa Tony, I'm feeling satisfied. I have eaten and I feel like I've had yummy flavors. You kind of have to know how to work it, right? And there's not a lot of necessary options, but it's doable. And I'm feeling pretty good. What I am feeling, and I'm struggling with a little bit, is weirdly the need to drink a lot of alcohol. Vegans have to think a lot in Spain. You have to be like, what could I eat here? What could I do here? What will my friends think? There's a lot of mental process, and that's driving me to the drink. And I would love to have more wine.
This is Miriam. She's a vegan blogger and Instagrammer, and we meet at a local vegan cafe in Madrid.
¿Qué pasa? Nunca sé cuánto exactamente,
Sí.
porque yo transicioné muy lentamente.
Ajá.
Tanto para hacerme vegetariana como para hacerme vegana,
Sí.
hice meses de transición. A los 2 años me hice vegana.
And she let me try her vegan breakfast, which is the first time I delve into the wonderful world of vegan meat and cheese.
Queso vegano y jamón vegano, ¿no?
Sí.
Tiene 80% de sabor de ese croissant con queso y jamón real, ¿no? Le falta un poco de intensidad, pero el sabor es similar.
Yo no recuerdo ya los sabores.
No.
Entonces yo me lo como y digo, pues sí, sabía esto, por ejemplo, pero
Ya.
yo realmente yo no sé si sabía eso porque me he olvidado.
A la vista es un poquito más triste que el bacon real.
He de decir que antes no ponían este tipo de bacon,
¿No?
antes ponían otro.
Pero no huele a bacon, pero a ver. No sabe mal, me gusta el sabor. Para mí no sabe tanto a bacon como este
Como el croissant.
sabe el croissant sabe a croissant a la plancha con jamón y queso. Pero tiene su propio sabor para mí y está rico.
Miriam describes to me her parents' diet: octopus and suckling pig at Christmas, and a big leg of jamón always on the go in the kitchen. In other words, the full meat-loving Spanish fantasy.
Me has dejado con la imagen de la casa de tus padres. Son muy carnívoros.
Sino porque yo me he preocupado mucho por su salud.
Ya.
Porque desde, creo que fue 2015, la Organización Mundial de la Salud indicó que la carne roja ultraprocesada
Sí.
es cancerígena tipo 1 O sea,
Ya.
es decir, está al mismo nivel que el tabaco. Pero
Ya.
me preocupa mucho que su dieta diaria esté basada en carne roja ultraprocesada, porque aquí en España se tira mucho de embutido.
Ya.
Le voy a picar algo y pico salchichón, chorizo, jamón.
Ya.
Entonces he intentado en ese sentido que se preocupen por su salud
Ya.
y han recortado mucho.
Por tu influencia, ¿no? Por
Sí.
la influencia de su
Yo
hija
les he dado,
vegana.
pero
sí.
no por veganismo, ya te digo, no por los animales.
No, pero al final es una conversación que quizás en otras familias no están teniendo, ¿no? Esa conversación
El tema
sobre
de la salud yo creo que cada vez más.
Sí.
De hecho, después de la pandemia han crecido el número de personas vegetarianas y vegetarianas en
¿Ah,
España. Sí. La gente se está empezando a preocupar más por su salud, la información está al alcance de todo el mundo,
Sí.
sabemos que la carne en general no es un producto para tomar diariamente.
Scrambled eggs, ¿no? 85% del sabor del producto real, pero no está mal. Que creo que en España quizás hay mucho orgullo, ¿no? Orgullo español con el tema de comer carne y somos muy de chuletones y tal, ¿no?
Pero muchísimo. O sea, el toro es la imagen
Sí.
de los nacionalistas españoles. El cerdo por el jamón ibérico. O sea, es que todo es animales. Pero la gente se siente muy atacada y siente que estás atacando una imagen ahí, parece de España o de...
Sí.
no sé.
Bueno, muchas gracias.
Encantada.
Hasta luego.
Adiós.
Chao, Miriam.
Miriam showed me that a whole vegan world is bubbling away in Madrid, right beneath my nose, including a lot of vegan restaurants. But I'd heard a lot about this place, B13.
Me encanta.
What I liked is it's not just vegan burgers and vegan nachos, but they do vegan versions of classic Spanish dishes. And I was curious to find out what they were like.
But before we meet Yoly, let's go and grab a cup of café con leche. That's not really leche, because I have a question to ask you guys. So, how was my Spanish in that interview with Miriam? I have never spoken so much Spanish in a video before. My Spanish is good, but it's not perfect. But I have been working with a tutor, a Spanish tutor, to improve my confidence and the areas that I'm weak in. And believe me, I speak from experience. If you want to learn any language, if you want to improve your level, the only way is with a tutor. And a great way to do that is with Lingoda. It's an online language school. I've spoken about them before. I totally support them, and they're supporting me in sponsoring this video. The Lingoda method is based on human interaction with native level tutors, whether in small group classes of up to 5 students, and there's often less in them, or one-on-one private classes. Let me show you how it works. Okay, so to kick off, you want to set your level. Now, if you don't know your level, no worries. Just you can do the level test. It'll tell you straight away, so you know where to start. And then once you've done your level test, on the left-hand side, you can see all the different topics that are covered, and you can book a class on any of those topics. So if we go down ordering a cup of coffee, I can set my availability here. I want to do it on Friday or Saturday, and my availability is in the evening. All right, perfect. And I want a private class. I can review the lesson material in advance, a few minutes before I meet with my teacher. And I can also jump over to the course area and see the entire course for my level mapped out. And I can take lessons, I can take classes on any of these topics. And so that's why I champion Lingoda, because it's a learning roadmap based on your level and with human interaction. That's the pack that I needed to learn Spanish, and I think it's the pack that anyone needs to really learn a language. If you're curious and you want to check it out, click the link in the description below. By being a Spain Revealed lover, you'll get a free week. And that week you can do 3 small group classes, really small group classes, or one-on-one private class to see if it's right for you. All right, let's go and eat tapas with Yoly. This is 100% vegan tortilla, no egg. I think it uses chickpea flour.
I'm particularly excited about this one, actually.
Are you?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
Okay, vegan tortilla, here we go. That tastes like a tortilla. It doesn't taste like the best tortilla of my life. It tastes like a tortilla that's really been cooked, but it's yummy.
Vegan calamari. They look good.
With some alioli.
Okay. I always like, without and then,
Okay, you do it without.
Good in terms of texture, like,
Yeah.
like calamari, the texture, but the flavor.
I wonder what this is made of. Una pregunta, ¿los calamares de qué son?
Almidón de tapioca, que es como lo que está dentro la
Vale.
y lo de lemon es proteína de
Vale, okay. Yeah, the calamari is like tapioca and like a protein. I quite like it. It doesn't really taste like calamari, but it kind of has the texture of calamari. And it's kind of yummy. Ole.
Muy bien.
Qué bien. Vegan chorizo. Huh? Yeah, sort of sausagey, a little bit spicy.
Quite spicy, no?
It's not really chorizo. It's sort of similar, but it's kind of yummy in its own right. Let's try the bravas because bravas alioli often has egg, and brava sauce often has beef stock, meat stock in it.
Yummy.
It's good, huh?
Smoky, lovely. No?
Spicy,
Spicy.
hot, heat. That's one of my favorite salsas bravas in Madrid. Boom.
So, our vegan tapas lunch was a qualified success. For one thing, it proved you can be a vegan in Madrid and still eat chorizo, calamari, and tortilla, sort of.
I'm thinking that, the whole imitation of like chorizo and like, does veganism really need that? Or, maybe it's like an entry point for people that, want to be vegan, right? And it's like, oh my God, but I'm going to miss my chorizo. So then they go and eat, fake chorizo.
There's the baby. To be continued, that thought.
So maybe, yes, it needs it for that kind of purpose. But other than that, I wouldn't bother.
If you love calamari, don't go and eat vegan calamari.
Sure, yeah.
But if you're vegan and you grow up in Spain...
And you kind of feel like the calamari
Yeah, sometimes
idea.
you feel like, and you go and get it, but you don't remember what calamari tastes like, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar, it's kind of enough, its shape, a little bit of flavor, but you're not comparing it, right? I'm not craving meat though.
No?
No?
After the fake chorizo or in general?
In general,
How about milk?
no, not
Do
craving.
you nice fried egg? Scrambled eggs maybe?
Maybe a fried egg. Maybe I'm craving a fried egg.
On Sunday, I took the day off, not from eating vegan, I did plenty of that, but from filming it, mostly. And while Yoly got her non-vegan mid-morning snack, I'd finally found some vegan snacks of my own that were better than walnuts and easier to open. But despite the challenges, I was enjoying cooking traditional Spanish dishes at home that happen to be vegan and make use of this country's incredible fruits and vegetables. But the biggest challenge is still to come.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna cook a cocido vegano, a vegan cocido for my mate Phil. The cocido is perhaps the meatiest of meaty Spanish stews, and my mate Phil is perhaps the meatiest of meat eaters. So I'm heading now to the veggie room, a sort of a vegan veggie food store, to see what I can find to give Phil the oomph that he needs. Voy a hacer un cocido vegano.
Se acaban de venir y estás... Me encanta.
Sí, pero luego mi amigo, que es muy de carne. I went nuts in there. I had no idea that there was such a huge world of like traditional Spanish products that normally have meat but are now made without meat. There's Spanish companies making so many vegan versions of cured meats and cheeses and all these yummy Spanish things. So instead of just getting a cocido, Phil is gonna get a feast, a vegan feast.
But first, what does Yoly think of my vegan discoveries?
Ta-da! Boom, boom. This could be life-changing.
Be honest. No?
No.
That was very honest. I mean, it's okay. It kind of has a sausagey quality to it. No, I'm more positive than you.
So if it isn't Phil,
It's me.
famous podcaster and famous meat eater,
Yeah.
and soon to be famous vegan. Come on in.
Thank you.
First step,
Yes.
I'm gonna get you drunk.
Okay. Is it vegan wine?
This is vegan wine. Cheers.
Salud. It's very drinkable.
Yeah, you're into vegan wine.
Tick.
Let's see how we go from now on. All right, and so it begins. Look good?
No. Not really.
So why don't you start with one of these, serve yourself.
Sure.
It's chorizo.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't, but okay.
Yeah.
Listen, that doesn't look, it looks relatively chorizo-like.
Yeah, right?
Relatively.
Okay.
The texture is difficult to come to terms with. I guess it's as close as you can come to chorizo without containing any pork.
Would you happily order that instead of chorizo?
No.
No. Next course, well, first course, the vegan
Fantastic.
cocido.
Not massively different to a normal cocido. Yeah, it's edible. Not quite as nice, but
What's it missing?
sort of the meaty flavour. Whoa. Wow. That's you. Well done. This is vegan morcilla.
Vegan morcilla, mate.
I really like morcilla, obviously.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
That's not bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's actually not bad at all. We'll try the chorizo again.
Different brand.
No.
But Phil, there is dessert. It doesn't end here. All right, stand by. Here we go.
Ooh. Looks a bit like a chicken escalope. What is it? Cake?
See if you can figure out what this is.
Ooh, what is it? A cachopo?
This, my friend,
What is this?
is the world's first vegan cachopo.
A cachopo is a gut-busting Spanish masterpiece of meat, pork, and cheese, all wrapped in egg-bound breading and fried. In short, perhaps Spain's least vegan dish, and also Phil's favorite.
It really doesn't smell good. Ooh.
So when I started this experiment, people told me not to do it. The entire culture of this country, it feels like, revolves around food. Friendships revolve around meeting for food, and so much of the food of this country, the traditional food, is based on animal products. And that's where I come unstuck. I enjoy experiencing this culture through the food in its entirety. Phil?
Yes.
Has anything changed?
Yeah, it showed me that, you can eat vegan food.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Not quite as nice as the non-vegan version, but
Yeah.
it was absolutely acceptable what you cooked and verging on nice. So well done.
Verging on nice.
Yeah.
I will take that.
Yeah.
So, am I going to continue to be vegan after this video? No. Will I be vegan one day? I don't know. Never say never. But am I going to reduce the number of animal products and animals that I eat, particularly at home? 100%. 100%. All right, check in with me in 6 months and we'll see how I'm doing. Okay, we'll see you in the next episode. Ciao.